Excellennial here with another story-based Excel tutorial. Today I'm talking about Helen, the crafty gamer. Helen wants to try out relabeling some of her figurines on her Etsy shop by formatting the characters a little bit differently. She'd like to try having everything in lowercase in the product title name, having the characters all in lowercase as opposed to uppercase. That way, she can feature big capital bold letters in her product image that showcase what game these figurines are made for. How can she do this quickly and not waste any time retyping everything out? Let's see if we can help. So here's a list of all of the figurine names that she has so far. So what we're going to do is change everything to lowercase according to how she would like to try and display it on her Etsy shop. Now, to do this quickly without typing out every single row here is to use a function called lower. So in column B, we're actually going to be using the function, and we're going to focus on row 2 because we only want to type data in for one row at a time for this function. So we'll start with the equal lower, and because this is a formula or a function, both formulas and functions both start out with the equal symbol. So we'll select our lower function, and this one's very simple because it only requires one parameter, one piece of data, which is the text that you want to change to lowercase. In this case, the only thing that we need to select is cell A2. So when we pick that, that is the only parameter that this function needs. So I'm going to press enter, and it already puts everything in lowercase. Now, again, we don't want to spend all this time typing out this formula in every single cell in column B. Thankfully, this is one that we can actually press this little square in the corner. We can click and drag it, or we can double click it down, and it will automatically update the function to have the correct data inside each of these rows, each of the cells for each row. So now all of them are updated, but since we are going to get rid of this first column, we want to be sure that this data stays here in these cells. If we remove the data from this side, it will remove all of the information from our cells over here. You can see in the upper corner on the functions, or sorry, the formula bar, you can see that the data is still there in terms of how it's trying to pull information. But since there's nothing in these cells over here, it doesn't have any information to pull. So I'm going to undo deleting that. And what I'm going to do to save the text and get rid of the function that is trying to pull data from somewhere else, what I'm going to do is actually copy this entire column and paste it. There's two things that we could do. We could either paste, and then in this little clipboard pop-up, we can click Paste Values Only, which is going to paste only the text that is displayed. Or we can paste Special, which will give us a little pop-up window, and under Paste, you can see values here and click OK. That does the exact same thing. It's just two different ways to paste the data in the same way. So I'll click OK, and once you've done that, you can actually click in here and see that the formula or the function is totally gone in the formula bar. So now we can delete all of this data, and all of our new product page name information will still stay there. That's exactly what we were looking for. So now that Helen knows how to use the lower function, she's going to be able to change all of these way easier, way faster, and try out this new way of displaying her information on her Etsy shop. If you have any questions about this process, please leave a comment in the section below, and until next time, have fun excelling!